I've been saying it. You've been saying it. Everybody's been saying it. We need a striker this summer. Ooh. But some of the options right now are kind of expensive. I'm not gonna lie. Alvarez costs like 100 to 80, 90 million, and you know he's been heavily linked right now. Okay, also mean the same thing. Like no, he's not heavily linked, but like 40 to 50 million. He's kind of steep. So you know it looks really expensive. You know, in Barca right now they're not at the 1-for-1 rule yet. You know what I'm saying, Dad? But there are other options, threes, that Barca have been linked to, and I'm going to point them out today, and I think they could possibly help the club. Two of them are short term, one of them is long term. But either way, I think they could help us. Well, maybe. You know what I'm saying? I think there's some good options. But before we get into it, if you guys want to join your boy, like, share, sub, and turn on notifications. Don't be a waste man, dog. Don't be a waste man. And subscribe to your boy, dog. Anyways, let's get straight into this, dog. And let's break down these strikers. Yeah. So the first option we're going to talk about is a brother named Fiznik Asmania. And right now, he has 15 goal contributions in the Bundesliga, and he's only 23 years old. Dad, 23 years old and have 16 or 15 goal contributions in the Bundesliga. He plays for Hoffenheim, okay? And of course, he's young. I think it's 9 goals and 6 assists, if I'm not mistaken. And basically, his profile is basically Julian Alvarez. Yeah. Barca is looking for a Julian Alvarez type of striker. Well, not every single option on here is Julian Alvarez type of option, only this one here. But he basically has those technical stats and he's young, so he's more of a riskier signing. Now, I know like some of the other strikers I'm going to talk about are kind of risky too, but he's the riskiest because he's young. Okay, he's 23. So we're signing him off of potential and what he could be in the future. You understand? He's very talented. I'm not gonna lie, he's very talented. Now, the only con I would say is the fact that, you know, a lot of people want a number 9 right now. We want a striker. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people were like, yo, but Ferran Torres and Lewandowski, they're gonna miss, and he only just popped off, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what is this? Who's this guy? Whatever. But in my personal opinion, I think Barca's kind of still in a rebuild period, which I'm gonna break down in another video. So you guys, you know what I'm saying? You guys want to join your boy, you know what I'm saying? Right? I think for potential wise, he is very talented, and I think he would suit Barca. I think he would suit Barca pretty technically, you know what I'm saying? But he is a baby version of Julian Alvarez, so take that into consideration. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I think his value is around 20 to 30 million. If I'm not mistaken, I don't remember, but it's around that. So yeah, he kind of costs. He's kind of steep. I ain't gonna lie, 20 to 30 million. I can't believe I'm saying that for Barca, but godly, we're broke right now. But have mercy. I don't know when we're gonna get back to the 1-for-1 rule, but he costs 20 to 30 million, so he is very risky. All right. Now, next option. The next striker option is Sorloth, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us Barca fans know this guy. He scores against us all the time. Okay, and if we can't beat him, we join him. You know what I'm saying? We buy him. We need him, Dak. Okay? Because we can't have you keep scoring on us. Dak, right? And his age is 30. He's he's on the upper side. So he probably has a good 3-4 years left. Good years in Europe left. Okay, depending on how he takes care of himself or whatever. You know, Atletico this season he has 15 goal contributions in all competitions. And his value, I think, is around 20 to 23 million, if I'm not mistaken. It should be around that, okay? And I'm not gonna lie, it's risky because he is 30, right? And we do need a reliable striker in our team, right? And he's tall, he's strong. He's not the fastest striker. He has a decent amount of pace, not the fastest, but a decent amount of pace, right? He's tall, he's strong, he's great in the air. Very good type of player. He's like a slower version of Erling Haaland, okay? Basically, he's Norwegian too. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he's left-footed. You know what I'm saying? We're getting Haaland Timu version, dog. You know what I'm saying? He looks good. He's a pretty good option. I think he's the lowest, he's the lower risk type of signing. Like, he's risky because he can also misperform. But he's experienced, scores a lot of goals. He's kind of inconsistent. Like, he's consistent, He's gonna have a few periods where he's consistent, and he's gonna have periods where he's not consistent. If you guys have been watching Atletico Madrid this season, I think Atletico Madrid's team overall have been kind of inconsistent overall in general. Like even Julian Alvarez, even though he scores a lot of goals, there was a point where he wasn't scoring goals for a while. I'm not gonna lie. So, you know, a whole of Atletico Madrid is kind of, I think it's probably due to their playing style and the way they play the game. So maybe if Charlotte is in our type of system, maybe you'll have more chances to score at least maybe 30 goals in all competitions. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, because he only has 15 in all competitions right now. So take it with a huge grain of salt. Plus, he could be a good super sub as well. So, but we do need a starting center for it. So, anyways, let's dive into the next striker option. Now, the third and final option has to be Moriki. Now, Moriki, he's the cheapest option here. I think he will be the low risk type of signing. I think he's the I don't know why I said Charlotte is the lowest risk. He is the lowest risk. I don't know why I said that. I think Moriki is the lowest risk here because he costs around 4 to 5 million. Okay. Now apparently his release cost is 30 million, but Mallorca would like to sell him for at least less. Okay. And it's because he's getting up there. He's 31 years old. Okay, so take that into consideration. But he had a great season this season. I think it's like 21 goals in all competitions, which I think Mallorca only plays in La Liga right now, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, I could be very wrong. They might be playing the Copa del Rey as well. I don't know if he scored a goal in the Copa del Rey, but 21 goals. That's all I know. 21 goals. So he's had a good season. Okay, now I don't know how he's going to be for next season. He might flop off. So that is kind of risky as well, that he's kind of getting up there as well. But he does cost 4 or 5 million. Apparently they're wanting to sell him for that much. And that's pretty cheap. If you think about it, that's pretty cheap. I'm not gonna lie, for a guy who just scored 21 goals. And Hansi Flick, he's known for getting the best out of players. Okay, that's one thing about Hansi Flick that I love about Hansi Flick, is that he's known for getting the best out of players. Even they're old. Look at Robert Lewandowski. I think Lewandowski's like 38. Last season he was like 37, 36, and man scored 40 goals in all competitions. So, well, he is Lewandowski, one of the greatest strikers to have ever played the game. So it's kind of a hard comparison, but you get the point. Like, I think Hansi Flick could get the best out of him. You know what I'm saying? So Moriki is also a pretty viable option, depending if we want to get him or not. So, anyways, not the longest video today, you know, but I just wanted to dive into a few striker options that we could potentially get for our future, because let's be honest, we're lacking in the striker department and we need another striker this summer. That's just facts. Well, a center back as well, of course, but center forward as well, we need one. I think center back is mainly the priority, to be honest here. Let's be honest, the center back is the priority this summer, but a striker, a decent striker would be nice. And I think if we want to get a good defender, or a great defender, sorry, because of Bastoni, right? And we want to get a striker, we're gonna have to kind of leave in the cheaper option, because I don't believe we're near the 1-for-1 rule yet. They've been saying it for the past 3 years, and we still haven't gotten it. All right, so I'm gonna keep my expectations low. Do I believe we're gonna get Julian Alvarez this summer? I don't think so. Do I think we're gonna get Osimhen? Maybe, right? These three options, I think they're highly likely, because Barca, that's how they've been for the past few years. We've been getting these types of signings. These three types of signings are kind of like the Barca way right now, because of how broke we are. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, you know what I'm saying, join your boy. Like what, we're fams, you know what I'm saying? We're fams, so you gotta join your boy. I have more uploads on the way. Barca versus Celta Vigo should be tomorrow, so I should be reviewing the game and talking about our future of Barca, you know what I'm saying? So you understand what I'm saying? And yeah, anyway, stay strong, stay safe, stay blessed, and thank you guys for watching the video. Peace.